Hi, Sarah. Thanks for giving Zippy a look. I wanted to show you and Principal Anger how this works. So in your case, you would probably have an email link or something from maybe this page, but also from your e-news that goes out to parents. So they would be here and they would go straight into Zippy from the link. And when that happens, they would skip this page and go on straight into creating an account. So creating the Zippy login, which allows them to pick a relationship. I typically ask that the father, mother, guardian create their own Zippy account form and then put their child in secondary. So it says that in some of the instructions. And this is pretty easy, simple, just things that are needed for the school forms or the sports forms, so to speak. After you save that page, I'm going to go back and just show you through my fake family account, sort of the way Zippy looks. It takes about 15 minutes to put a family in. After you create your first page, you come to this landing page, which is sort of add members, and the mother or the father or guardian is already sort of in there, and then you come through and you add a member, ask you the basic information, as you can see, preferred name, gender, email if the child has an email, or they can use the family. Cell phone is required for somebody's. It doesn't have to be that. And then you can see that it has a copy function, so you can even click and copy this information from the guardian that's already in. So it moves pretty quickly. Insurance information is asked for, just your basic stuff, policy number, group number. And as you and I talked about, I do have a function here that asks for the Medicaid number. If the student has a Medicaid number instead of insurance, then that's asked for, because I knew that would be an issue. Additionally, medical information, the common medical that's needed for forms, which is hospital, doctor, dentist. These are not required, but they're in there as categories. And then the next thing that just has to be clicked on for the blue school form that the nurse needs is to go through and quickly click things like medicine allergy or wears glasses, and it gives you an instruction to add more if needed. The last thing that a family would do would be to put in school information. And as we talked about, adding school info is pretty easy. School name, homeroom teacher, ID, bus number, grade. So you can see that some of that's required and some isn't. So that would be the skinny on it in terms of the things they would need in order to populate your forms. Then what would happen is they would go to this pay and print. In my case, I don't have to pay because this is my little fake family account, as I mentioned. They would pull up Carmel Middle, and I'll just pull up Myers Park High School to show you. In this case, we have 4 or 5 forms. In their case, I put a packet of forms together. Oh, that's field hockey, excuse me. Whole packet of Myers Park forms. They pick a family member, Sam. The numbers here are just my database numbers, so they show in my forms, but they don't show in a family's forms. It's just my way of knowing that things are correct, so no worries. They create a version of their form, so let's just say that this is my test for Sarah. Any other instructions? No. Sometimes if there's an extra question or two, we can throw in some special ask questions. I save that data. Then it allows me to see if I want to send it as an email and if I want to just click to download it as a PDF. So I'm going to do that. And here you go. Here's the health survey card, as you can see, for my little Sam. And the back side of it is the next page. And then, as I showed you when we were together, I just attached the rest of the forms. So the Myers Park PTSO volunteer form. Obviously, you'll see that the parents' names and phone numbers, address are filled in here, but I did not fill in what did they want to do. So when they print this out, they still have to put that data in and give that information to you. In this case, this is a packet of about 15 pages. You and I talked about the cost. It's 99 cents to print a form, and of that 99 cents, a nickel goes to charity. They can add a nonprofit if they would like. So we can add the PTA, we could add your booster club. Folks can request another form if they have another form that they need something for. It's easy to request another form. And then in addition, as I mentioned to you, I have lots and lots of other things that have forms in here that they can use, whether it be Charlotte Meck Schools, which I've put in things like the locker form, medication authorization, or whether they want to use this at some point for a camp or church or preschool, depending on the age of their children. Those are all possibilities. So that's just a simple little lesson on how Zippy-Forms works. Love to work with Carmel Middle and get your information in there and make it as easy as possible. And we would go ahead and start doing that early summer so it would be ready for you all even prior to school to send out to folks. Hope all is well at Carmel Middle and look forward to talking some more about this. Thanks.